Good day to you, Brad.
Hey, how you doing?
There's a fun one. I was working the quarter machine at the bar the other day, and out dropped this.
I didn't know you could still buy those things for a quarter. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually a really good little box cutter. It locks. You got a bit of a finger guard on it there, and probably yep, it does come all the way through. Woo!
That's
like
neat.
That's like right now.
That's a Texas knife from the Lone Star State.
Lone Star.
Ironically, the only state with a rating.
Do you know it's the only state in the United States that was started by black people?
There's good history in Black History Month right now.
Look it up. I believe it was 13 black people moved west and started Texas, its own country. So, if I'm wrong, tell me I am, but I think I'm right.
What do we got there, though? Let's see it. I want to see what comes out of the quarter dropper machine.
Actually, if you could get it every time for a quarter, that'd be cool.
You can. It's from one of those quarter pushy machines. I got a little video I'll show you right now.
Looks like a really tough spring there. Other than that, I mean, it is solid as can be. You got your frame lock on there. There you go. So I don't know if you want to. Maybe we can find them made somewhere and put them on our website. If you could get them for a quarter every time.
It was the only one in the machine. It took special skill from the skill dozer machine.
Yeah, cutting boxes, paper, string, tape, light whittling.
Let's test her out.
Stuff like that. All right, so let's test her out. Oh, we got that one still. That one's a little more different. All right, so we got a little water. That's okay. I guess we're gonna tear into our Denver magazine. All right. So let's see. It's tip. You know what? The wind always makes the paper fight with me. Spend 2 hours on a 6,000 grit whetstone and everything else, then you don't have to fight with the paper quite as much. But for a work knife, for a pocket knife, EDC, something you're going to go out and scrape, whether you're scraping battery terminals or cutting the insulation off of house wiring or whatever, that's a whole nother story. So let's see. Oop. Okay, you have to help it and turn into it. Otherwise, it's not that sharp, but it is.
It's about as sharp as the average Texan.
Yeah, that's actually pretty sharp. It's just not ready to slice paper. So let's see. I get caught every now and then without. Oh, and I'll bet I did it again. It's in my car. Yeah. Oh! And look at this.
What the junk is going on?
And look at that. A wheat penny. So that goes in the other pocket. Okay, back on my videos quite a while ago, we had two sharpeners that got caught in the postal automated chain. And one of them got a really serious bend in it, and it broke this one. So I've now decided I'm going to start, or they had to break it to get it out. I don't know. But anyway, now it's much shorter, and that's what happens when you really get them in a bind, and I imagine that was really a bind. So we just do this a little bit, and this a little bit, that a little bit, that. Let's see. Sometimes I have egg on my face, but that's okay. I like eggs. Okay.
And that's with a completely damaged sharpener. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, it is a damaged sharpener, and that's sharp enough. But let's play just a little bit more. So we just do this. And no, I'm not just taking the burr off. And no, this is not a hone. I do not have a honing rod. The whole thing intact is a sharpener. This is a feature on the sharpener. That is a feature on the sharpener. On the V-notch, I can run it through there. I can reprofile. I can make a knife blade out of a hacksaw blade. Okay. These 90-degree corners on a tungsten carbide cut. It is not just a honer. All right, it is not just for the burr. I can actually make a knife using these corners, okay? I don't have to have a blade. I don't have to have an edge. I can use those corners to cut some metal off of the blades, off a piece of metal, make a knife. So we just do this. I'm just really good. I'm good. I don't even know. I would almost say you go out and you find 25 hand-held sharpeners like I do it. And I would pretty much bet that I can top any of them for speed in sharpening and sharpness. That's a whole bunch sharper. I mean, when you do something for 16 years like I do, you've got to be one of the very best there is. That's all there is to it. So that one's pretty cool. And this one, okay, and I listen for the sound. Okay, and then we're gonna do a little bit of this, like that. Match the bevel it was ground at. Slide the corner. It's hard to hang on to. All right, there's a 90-degree corner there, a 90-degree corner there, and you would be amazed how many adults have no idea what a 90-degree corner is. As I deal with people at the shows, I find out, I use the word ignorant a lot because you know what? I can't build rockets. I'm ignorant in building rockets. You know, I can't drive a race car at 225 miles an hour. Why? I'm ignorant at driving race cars at 225 miles an hour. Ignorant doesn't mean you're stupid, but there's a lot of people that are ignorant enough that you kind of think they're stupid. So just like this and that, now we just touch it super light. I mean, I'm just touching the blade. And yes, that does polish the blade and it gets rid of that little wire edge. I don't sharpen the knives. Only people say, all you did is take the wire edge off. No, that's not even slightly true. If you use a knife for 2 or 3 weeks, a month, if you look at it, there's no wire edge sticking out there. It's flat. If you take a piece of metal and you cut for 2 months, you're going to find out that the blade is actually flat. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as just taking the wire edge off. If you sharpen the knife, it leaves a wire edge. That's where the saying comes from, take the wire edge off. There's no such thing as I'm going to sharpen the knife, all I have to do is take the wire edge off. That's totally not true. A lot of people hear things, they have no idea why the person said it. They have no idea what the connection is in the sharpening process. They have no idea, but they'll sure take what they think and shove it back at you as if they actually know what they're talking about, and they don't know what they're talking about at all. Okay? I get a little bit gruff, but my gosh, you ought to be on my end. So this is a pretty cool knife for 25 cents. This is, the handle's damaged, but the sharpener, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the sharpener. And I use my sharpeners a lot. How much scuffing on the plastic do you see? And I'm going to show you guys something here on another video about scuffing on the plastic and not even have touched the carbide. So the person using it actually laid it down on the plastic, using the plastic for a guide, which is wrong, dead wrong, up here. Put it there and then tipped it up so far that they scuffed the plastic, but they never did touch the corner. And I'll show you the sharpener. This is Brad Buckner, sharpensbest.com. You take care. We'll talk to you later.